Marina Carr, welcome to Pittsburgh.
Thank you.
Is it good to be here?
It's fantastic. My first time.
And you know, for those who might just be joining us, you're not from around here.
I'm not from Pittsburgh. I'm from County Offaly.
And you have been named Ireland's premier female playwright.
That's correct.
Now, on a daily basis, how do you cope with that honor that has been placed upon your shoulders?
Well, I wish they cut out the female part.
You know, I was going to ask you that because I was thinking about it this morning, and I thought, you know, if a Pittsburgh paper said, you know, named Brian Edward the premier male talk show host in Pittsburgh, I'd be thrilled. But then after the parties and things, I'd say, well, maybe they could have just said premier talk show host.
Working with the actors, meeting all these great people, it's a revelation to me. I mean, I spent some time in Philadelphia, but I've never been in Pittsburgh. It's a beautiful city.
Well, thank you. We're thrilled to have you. Have you gotten out to see much yet?
A little bit. I've been to your gallery. I've been to the art museum, and I saw the dinosaurs. And I saw all the stones, the diamonds. I want those diamonds.
Oh, the gem. I think the Hillman Hall of Gems.
It's
I would love to have a party in that room.
So would I.
You know,
glitter.
The lighting is top. It's very theatrical. Yeah. And I should think that if Ireland is naming you the premier playwright, well, playwright or female, but no, here's how I do the math. You know, Ireland is one country of about 195 in the world, so this would certainly put you, and I mean, and not to diminish the fine drama of Luxembourg or anything, but this would certainly put you as one of the top playwrights in the world.
Well, the competition is ferocious, shall we say. It's a nation of writers. Everyone's a writer, so you won't top anyone at home. They can always do it better. And I think that kind of ups the bar for everyone. And having such wonderful work to, I suppose, back of you, to lean on and take from, it is an enormous help.
Do you get along with other playwrights?
Very well.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're great.
Do you find it a challenge to describe your own style as a playwright?
Yeah, nightmare.
Yeah.
Absolute nightmare.
Well, see, that's why I didn't flat out ask you that. I wanted to say, well, it isn't a challenge.
I haven't a clue. I just write it down. Other people decide what it's about. I think that's...
I like that. Are there common themes, though, that continue in your work?
Yeah, love and death. The old ones, the old story. There's only the one
and
story.
Why not? And why not?
Yeah.
And from what I know of your play that will be performed here at PICT Classic Theatre, Woman and Scarecrow, it is quite a bit about death, but not to be confused with a very dark piece. There is humor to it.
There's a lot of humor. It's essentially... yes, there is death, but it's essentially a play about love and about living and just the struggle to survive. Life is easy at the start. It gets, with accretion, with time, it gets a little more difficult to get through those days, and you end up carrying your life on your back, really. You know, there's a phrase at home, or the old ladies would say that, you know, our Lord always fits the cross to the back, from the old Catholics. And there is a sense of that, I think, as one ages, as one lives, what one has to carry. Both what one has achieved and what one has not. So there's huge joy in that, but there's also huge regret. And I think the play is trying to deal with some of that.
That's beautiful. I'm almost moved just listening to that. So I'm sold. What generally is your internal experience in watching one of your plays performed?
It depends on the play.
Oh.
And it depends how long the play has been around. If it's a new play, it's terrifying. Because nobody knows what a new play is. I think very often, least of all, the writer. So you almost need an audience to tell you what it is you're doing. If the play has been around a while, it has been interpreted, it has received feedback, it has been judged. So there's a little less fear involved, and there's a little more enjoyment. And with this one, because it's a play I wrote 9 years ago, it's been around the block a few times, and I just take great joy in watching all the different interpretations when I am invited to places to witness that. And I also love being around theatre folk. I just think they're the most interesting people in the whole world. I'm sorry, actors are just what they have to do.
They can't help it.
They can't help it. So to be in a room with them, it's so inspiring. And to be around, you know, wonderful director and design team and all of that. It's meat and salt.
And as I said, you've got a great cast in this production. I've worked with Sharon Brady before. She and I were in a production of Mother Courage years ago. She is a doll.
Wonderful.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing her on stage. Karen Baum, also, who just came off a production of Noises Off at the Pittsburgh Public. So this is a little bit of a change of pace.
We have Nikki, of course.
Oh yes. Now she I've not met. I'm looking forward to meeting her.
She is incredible. She blew me away at the dress rehearsal last night. She's just astonishing. The power of what she's doing and the detailed interpretation of the lines. It's quite extraordinary to watch. I can't wait to see her tonight.
And Mr. Fitzgerald, who I just met recently.
Jim Fitzgerald, another beautiful actor.
Just did Waiting for Godot here, also directed by Alan Stanford. So this is a great, great cast in the show. And we should mention too, we're on set right now.
We are.
This is the boudoir of Woman in Woman and Scarecrow.
It is. And the two, Nikki and Karen together, what they are getting out of the play, the way they're mining it, their approach to it is so intelligent. It's so emotionally true. It's revealing things to me that I didn't even know were in the play.
And the Scarecrow figure in this play is very interesting. What can we say about that figure without maybe revealing too much?
People ask me all the time, who is Scarecrow? Because the title of the play is Woman and Scarecrow. And that was the first thing that came to me about the play, was the title. So, how would you define Scarecrow? I suppose she is that voice we carry within us all the time. Those 150 voices that we live with, that are great company and that carry you through your life. The voice that questions you, the voice that loves you, the voice that hates you, the voice that argues with you, your voice of regret, your voice of compassion, your voice of cruelty. She's sort of all of those things, and yet that doesn't define her either. But that's the closest I can get. She's whatever you want her to be, but she's integral to woman.
Now, you may have observed that here on the show we do like a good cocktail every now and then.
We do a great cocktail.
So in honor of your visit here, not only to our country but to Pittsburgh, and in honor of Woman and Scarecrow performing at PICT, we have commissioned a signature martini just for you and this show. We call this the Woman and Scarecrow.
Okay.
And it's a little bit of a take on the Bloody Mary, and as you can see, the garnish is a scarecrow.
It's a scarecrow.
And we'll be doing a little follow-up video with how to make one of these and celebrate the opening of your play.
Do I get to taste it?
Oh, of course, of course. Now, mind the scarecrow.
Taste of eternity.
I apologize. I keep wanting to say Scarecrow and Mrs. King. This was an old show in the 80s here in America. There was a television show called Scarecrow and Mrs. King, so I keep stopping myself. It was an 80s drama with Bruce Boxleitner, and he was
good?
I don't remember it that well. It ran for maybe 6 or 7 years, so I guess it was okay. And he was a secret agent named Scarecrow, and this has absolutely nothing to do with your play. Little known fact about Karen Baum. Did you know she is an excellent baker?
No, I didn't.
Oh, she is.
Wow.
You have not lived until you've had a Karen Baum cake.
Okay.
And now she's probably home watching this saying, dang it, I gotta make one for Marina now. Pittsburgh has more bars per capita than any other city in America.
More than Ireland?
In America.
Oh, in America. Okay.
Now, I'm not even going to try to compete with Ireland. We only have you for a short time, but I hope they're taking you out to some nice restaurants while you're here.
They are. I was in, is it Casbah?
Yes. Oh, they are taking you to some nice restaurants. I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
Well, Pittsburgh here, we do everything big.